6.2 million. As Peter said, that is the number of high school dropouts in 2008. Seems like an awful lot of people to me. I don't know about you guys. 6.2 million. I don't know if I can stress it enough. It's just mind-boggling how many people in our education system are not graduating from our schools. These people are not getting the education they need to live in today's society. The problem lies with teachers. We, the affirmative, believe that the teachers are made and not born. There is no excuse why teachers in the public schools of America perform like this, consistently. Resolve that the United States federal government should enact a policy to significantly improve the quality of teaching in all public schools via one or more of the following areas: compensation, tenure and job security, teacher training and certification, and evaluation. We the affirmative, propose that the United States federal government modify its rules for tenure, add student evaluations to current administrator evaluations of teachers, and institute a medical residence type program for teachers. The major issue facing education reform today is that teachers cannot be deselected. Even when teachers have been proven to be poor performers in the classroom, they are not let go. For example, in Denver, Colorado, zero teachers were let go for cause in 2008, according to a McKinsey & Co. study. In New York, 3 out of 30,000 teachers were let go for cause, according to the same report. Now, unless Denver, Colorado, all of the students in Denver, Colorado are scoring perfect scores on the SAT exams, there has to be some teachers that are the problem. Even if a teacher is recognized by the school district as a poor performer, they are not let go, as any action to reform the bad teachers is met with tough resistance from the local union. The union almost always brings the case to court, incurring heavy fees and lots of time lost. Case in point is the New York Teachers Union head, Randy Weingarten, who would, quote, defend a dead body in front of the room. Who wants to be taught by a dead body? Not me. Also, the districts will suspend teachers but will never outright let them go. This is just an empty salary that is a drain on the system. Case in point is the New York City rubber rooms, where 1,200 teachers just sit, get paid, and receive benefits, costing the New York school system $100 million per year. $100 million. It's a lot of money. And that's from a New York Times article. Doctors are arguably as important as teachers in their role in society. Doctors do not get tenure, so why should teachers? Doctors are always pushed to perform their best, as their jobs are always in jeopardy. With this philosophy applied to teaching, teachers will be incentivized to perform consistently well in the classroom in order to keep their jobs. This will cause better teachers to be creative because, remember, teachers are made and not born. Because the labor pool will become more competitive with actual selection happening instead of free money being given out to whoever pays to get their credentials. This leads to the second point of our plan, evaluation. Currently, only school administrators such as Dr. Callahan or Dr. Rittenhouse come into the classroom and observe a teacher as they teach a class. In theory, this would work perfectly, but alone it is impractical and does not fulfill its role. Many teachers, as I'm sure all students can attest, put on their best face for these administrator observers, as well as modify their lesson plans. This prevents many bad teachers from being recognized for what they truly are. To mitigate this problem, we propose that student evaluations be included with evaluations made by administrators. While the kids may be biased because of their grade in the class, only the median value of all the evaluations will be seriously submitted to our plan. The students will rate their teachers on a scale from 1 to 10, with 10 being the absolute best teacher ever. The evaluations will be given at the end of the year to ensure that the students have a complete picture of the teacher that they are evaluating. The teachers that are being evaluated will also see the evaluations because it is critical that teachers learn from their mistakes if they're doing poorly. Finally, we have the issue of experience. New teachers do not know what to do when they enter the classroom for the first time. I ask you, how do you stop a kid from shoving a pencil up his nose, or making fun of you as a teacher, or blasting music in the back of the classroom, or all of these things happening at the exact same time? Can anyone tell me? I don't think so. I bet, like you, any aspiring teacher wouldn't know what to do. In fact, after interviewing a student, he remarked how a new math teacher here at the high school is a nice guy but a horrible teacher because he cannot control the classroom. The way to resolve this is to take another lesson from the medical industry, residence programs. New teachers would spend 4 months with a recognized great teacher using the student evaluation system. While in the teacher's classroom, they could observe the individual teacher's methods for keeping control of the class. This sounds a lot like a beefed up version of student teaching, but there's one key difference. Instead of being assigned to middle class or affluent school districts, as most student teachers are, there will be more incentive to spend time in a struggling school, as this will make the aspiring teachers better. The program will function a lot like Teach for America that Peter outlined in his Constructive. Based on our plan, the top 1/3 of teachers are identified. These teachers get 3 to 5 students, residents, who will learn from the experience in our class. And this will also solve the shortage of teachers problem, because think about it, if you have the top 33% of teachers each getting 3 to 5 teachers to train with them, there is an increase in the amount of teachers solving that problem. So, we propose that a 3-category system be set up. Category number 1 is the previously discussed student evaluations. If a teacher is consistently scoring poorly on these evaluations, it is cause for concern. We believe that 2 consecutive years is cause for concern. Also, if a teacher is consistently being poorly reviewed by their administrator 2 years in a row, it's also cause for concern. Finally, if students are consistently performing poorly on standardized tests such as the Regents exam in New York, this is cause for concern. If 2 of these things happen 2 years consecutively, the teacher is in trouble and needs reforming. Thank you, and vote affirmative.